It was the moment he'd been relishing, the moment he'd promised, the moment countries globally had dreaded.
My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day.
This was a set-piece event for the ages. An historic day he believes will kickstart an American revival. But at what cost?
Make America wealthy again.
It was, for sure, an expert-defying exercise in Trumponomics.
For decades, our country has been looted, pillaged, raped, and plundered by nations near and far, both friend and foe alike.
Among his cabinet, the full-throttle tariff proponents who have shaped his mind. And in the audience, a selection of the hard-hat workers, whose industries, he says, he will bring back home.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Then came the big reveal.
I'd like to see the chart if you have it.
This was the first time governments, companies, the world had laid eyes on his tariff numbers.
China, first row. China, European Union, they're very tough. Vietnam, Taiwan, Japan, India, very, very tough. Indonesia, Malaysia, Cambodia. Oh, look at Cambodia, 97%.
The first time they could absorb what it means for them.
United Kingdom, 10%, and we'll go 10%.
And on a day which was, for the world beyond Trump's America, bad all round, for Britain, it was, in the end, as good as it could get. Grouped into the lowest band of tariffs, the baseline.
I call this kind reciprocal. This is not full reciprocal.
Everything about this was Trump to a T. Beyond the show here, the weeks of suspense, the jeopardy of it all, his ability to capture the global attention, to keep everyone guessing. And then with the swipe of a pen, jolting economies so far and wide. If there was ever a day when, literally, the world's media were at the White House, well, this was it. The president's men were on the airwaves, pumped by the announcement.
So what does the UK need to do to avoid these tariffs? Is it possible to avoid them?
Well, I think a lot of UK companies can start building factories here.
That's it, is it? That's the answer. They can't avoid them. What about if they remove some of their own tariffs?
On display in the briefing room, a global, interdependent economic ecosystem simplified into two columns, a set of percentages. On the left, the tariffs Trump says are charged to America, calculated by undisclosed White House arithmetic. And on the right, what America will now levy. For some countries, it will be devastating. Developing nations now with huge barriers. The EU, too, now facing 20%. Then there's China, 34%, plus the 20% already in place.
Mr. President, what do you say to American families who are worried they'll pay more?
They will pay more. Of that, there is little doubt. Now we wait to see how the world reacts. Mark Stone, Sky News at the White House.